motivational videos are they're pretty big nowadays. People think that they need, a little help just getting motivated. That they've got all the pieces of the puzzle that they need. They're smart, they're talented. They just kind of need that get up and go to get out there and do what's important to them, which I mean isn't technically wrong. I mean it's categorically true in a lot of ways, but that's the problem is a motivation that's a flash in the pan. That's just a spark. You can watch a little video, guy's voice gives you goosebumps. A lot of black and white photos of people's hands that are roughed up from working really hard. Uh, maybe some athlete pulling a sled up a greased hill or whatever. I don't fucking know. But that's the thing that I think a lot of people understand is that feeling you get watching a motivational video, that's not going to be what helps you succeed. I mean, it's not going to be what makes you succeed anyway. Because motivation's a pretty temporary feeling. If you ever worked in a car dealership, they've a lot of those really successful dealerships, they've got a meeting every morning to get everybody hyped up because they have to do it every single morning. And I mean, that's because it's not about motivation. It's about drive and determination and discipline. You have to be disciplined enough to every single morning go at it. That you wake up, your alarm goes off, and you jump out of bed and you attack it. You attack whatever the thing is. You have to dedicate yourself to it. You go to work. You go to work all day, 5 days a week, 8 hours just grinding, Oh, I'm crushing it. And then, you work your hardest, and then you get home, and then you work on the thing that's really important to you. Like those people, they come home from work, and even though they just put in a solid 8 hours at work, they come home and they've got something important to them. And they don't give up and they don't stop. They just attack that thing. Even 2.5, 3 hours. Wow. You put 3 hours a day into your drawing or your writing or whatever the hell it is. You just went to work for 8 hours. You went and tackled somebody else's dream for 8 hours just so you could come home and work on your dream for like 2. And that's a very dedicated person who for, 3 hours a day, every day, they work on their art or they practice, their narration or oration or their writing skills, whatever it is. 3 hours, that's a lot of dedication from anybody because you've got a real life that you got to take care of, chores, dishes, vacuuming. You got to go to the grocery store, whatever it is. You got kids. They got things that they do too, so you got to take care of them. Whatever that thing is, there's always something standing in the way. And I don't know, man, it just makes me think of how sad it is that, like, if you spend 3 hours a day working on your own dream, then that makes you a very small percentage of people that really, like, chase it down and pursue it. And it's just a sad thing when you think about it, how much time you spend working for somebody else and how little time that leaves you, to do what's really important to you. I mean, I'm 25 years old. It doesn't matter what I choose. Like if somebody said, Vince, you like to draw, right? Well, yeah, I love to draw. Yeah, I do. I do really like to draw. Why? And they're like, well, what if you could get paid to draw? Damn, I mean, that'd be cool. But I mean, get paid or like get paid enough. Oh no, it'll be comfortable. $25 an hour. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, $25 an hour, that's a pretty fair amount of money by most people's standards. You're going to buy, you might buy a townhouse or, maybe even a little Cape Cod. It's not going to be in the Outer Banks. It's going to be like a Cape Cod in the mountains or something. But I mean, you $25 an hour, that's pretty decent for for most, I'd say even. But do I like drawing so much that I would do that for 40 years? It's like, again, just drawing, huh? I mean, I like drawing. I mean, but I like a lot of things. Is it animating? Like, can I do some voice acting? Nope, just drawing. This is a specialized economy. You got to have a specialized skill to be able to get paid $25 an hour. So you're just going to be drawing. Is that okay? Whew, man. And there are people who would kill for that job. There are people who would kill to be able to just draw because that's what they're passionate about. Because that's what it takes. I really like to draw, but I don't have the drive to be the best drawer of all time. I don't have to have the best drawings. I don't want to be on the Mount Rushmore of sketch artists. Like, and you got to find the thing that's going to keep you occupied, because 40 years is a long time. It's a long time to do anything. And that's how that's how the system's set up. That's what it looks like. You got to go to college, you get this super special skill, and that's the super special skill you do until you retire. But you're pretty much just going to do that one thing. And that's going to be it. And that's, I don't know. That makes looking at success really daunting. So you have to have the dedication and the discipline to whatever that thing is that's important to you. And I mean, that gets confused with laziness a lot too. You see somebody, if you see somebody who's really disciplined and dedicated to something that's actually genuinely important to them, it almost always looks like laziness. Like every time. And you're like, God damn, that dude he does nothing. He works at fucking Starbucks for 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, and he spends the rest of the fucking time just playing his fucking guitar. He's never doing anything. He's not going to school, he's not reading books, he's not trying to develop a skill. It's like, no, that he's playing guitar because he knows that he could play guitar for 40 years. And he could retire happy if all he had to do was play guitar. And you see people like that. They deliver pizzas, but they're a stand-up comedian. And honestly, they'll deliver pizzas until they die, because what's really important to them is trying to be better at stand-up. Maybe they make it, maybe they don't. But at the end of the day, they're doing something that actually is important to them. And yeah, that's the main difference. You look at that guy who delivers pizzas and doesn't go to college, and you think, oh, he's lazy. You look at somebody who's 45 years old and plays in a rock band, and you're like, wow, dude, seriously, that's it? No, what do you mean that's it? That's everything to them. That is everything. And that's it's lost on a lot of people. Oh man, I can't believe that Tammy just lets her son come home from school and just play Fortnite for 8 hours. And he just plays Fortnite all evening. He has no extracurriculars. He just goes to school. And as long as he doesn't get anything worse than a B, and he has all A's and B's on his report card, she tells him he can play Fortnite as much as he wants. And all he does is play Fortnite. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody. I think that shit is lame too. For those of you who play video games, I played it. It's a fun game, sure. I mean, it's awesome, whatever. I don't really like shooters that much. It's not for me. But let me tell you what, that Tammy's kid, that kid who played Fortnite 8 hours a day, he just won the world championship. He got $3 million for winning this year's tournament. They do this tournament every year. The kid who won, 16 years old, got more money than Tiger Woods got for winning the freaking U.S. Open or whatever they call the fucking golf. It's not, no, Wimbledon's tennis. Yeah, the Tiger Woods only got $2 million for being the number one golfer his first year back. And this kid at 16 years old just got $3 million for most. I mean, if you've got a good job, you make $100,000 a year, it would take you 30 years. And then you'll never have the liquid cash, the investment capital. That kid might never have to work in his life. And he just did something on instinct. He played a game. He liked it. So he didn't stop playing. Maybe that's something all of us should do. If you find something and you really like it, just don't stop. And who knows? Eventually you'll get bored and stop, or fuck, if you're lucky, maybe you won't. Maybe you won't stop.